it's Zena, Warthog Princess, and welcome to another Jujube haul. This one comes from two different sources. The first two items came from Amazon, and they are both retired patterns, and the rest came from jujube.com, and we'll talk about them individually. So, the first item is the Be Ready, and this one is in, oh gosh, I've forgotten the name. I want to say like Amethyst Ice. It is a purple and gray type pattern. It's almost like a darker purple, like a Gloxinia purple from Vera, with like a pinky purple and two different shades of gray, if you will. It's kind of more gray than purple in person. But it is purpley, and it does have a nice interior pattern as well. But the Be Ready, I like this type of cosmetic item. Honestly, not for cosmetics per se, but I store like all of my tooth supplies, so all of my extra floss and brushes and toothpaste I haven't opened yet. All of those kinds of things I have in something like this under my sink, so it's all together and protected from whatever, who knows. I put my pill bottles in these, especially for travel, so like all my vitamins and supplements and all my whatever medications, all the bottles stand up in here and they're all together and it carries nicely. So anyways, so I have a lot of these in Vera and other, but this one is from Jujube. So Jujube, well, we'll talk more about it, but it's waterproof. It's Teflon treated on the outside, so that's a great asset for traveling. It is malleable setup, you know, so you can have a little bit of shape changing depending on what you have in there. Could be a very good thing. Could be bad in certain situations, I suppose. But in this case, the top has a rigid piece in there, and so does the bottom. So the top and bottom will hold their shape. It does store flats if you're not using it, but then when you put stuff in it, anyway. So on the top, it has 4 different mesh loops, or not mesh, elastic loops. So you can put things in there. It could be makeup brushes, it could be, you know, your chapsticks or lip gloss, it could be toothbrushes, it could, you know, any number of things. Arts and crafts, you could put other things up there, whatever. It is antimicrobial interior as well. Inside and out, very wipeable. They're machine washable. Yeah, so there you go. Inside it has 2 mesh pouches on each end with an elastic top, each end, nothing in the front. On the outside back, it has a clear ID spot, so if you want to put something in there, like a name tag, a business card, whatever. And it is a double zipper closure, so 1 and 2 around the front. So anyway, very great little piece. I am going to use it right away to store things under my sink in the bathroom. All right, and the other item I got, okay, this is Duchess pattern, the black with the white dots. This is, like I said, it's a retired pattern from Jujube. This is the MiniBe backpack. So you could use this for a child who just needs a backpack, or you even fit a toddler. It can size down, but it also sizes all the way up. So this I bought as a purse backpack for me. I don't have any kids. I have nieces and nephews, so hand-me-downs will always work in my world. But yeah, so I got it. Now, this is an older pattern. It is gold fittings. So your zipper pulls are gold, but the zippers themselves are black, which I think is a nice way to do it. And then you have the gold plate on front. And okay, looking at this bag, it has a pocket up front, which is a snap. There you can see that interior. And it's gusseted on both sides. So it's a pretty good sized pocket. You could fit, I think, the medium set piece, but for sure the small set pieces fit in there, and you can probably fit 2 of them stacked on top. It is magnetic snap, so it closes itself. And it aligns nicely so that where the snap is right on the back side of the hard plate. So if you're one that feels like you need to push on the snap, it gives you something to push against. But it will just kind of, if you get it in the right spot, it will close itself. Yeah. Oh, and it has a protective plastic, which cuts down the magnetism. So there, even easier. Okay. So this opens, it does zip all the way down to the bottom, like the Be Right Back or BRB larger size, but it has a really nice gusset. So unlike the BRB, it's not going to lay flat open, which I wouldn't want it to, because if I'm using this as a purse, I don't want to open it all the way up all the time. So the gussets definitely help, but you have really, really good accessibility inside. It is a very simple backpack. It has just 1 privacy pocket. You can even see the bottom of it right there, just because of the pattern material there. But it is super slicky, very, very wipeable, just like always. And no other pockets inside. But look at the space it gives you. So for a backpack purse, plenty big. But it is very simple. There's no side pockets, nothing. There's a top handle. You have padded straps, and both the straps and the backing are mesh and padded. So that again helps with breathability, because this material would make you sweat for sure. So that is a nice touch there. And like I said, fully adjustable. So let me close this up. And I'm really, really glad this fits because I bought 3 of them. Anyways, we'll see the others in a moment. But so let's put this on real quick. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, this actually brings up a good point about this kind of strap fitting with just the 2 loops. They have a tendency to loosen themselves, or clearly they came undone on its own. So there is another fitting that you can put on them. We'll talk about that again in another video. But you can put a little fitting right here that will keep it from pulling itself out. Like if you have tension on it, it's all good, it will hold. But if you get loose, it works its way out. So that's just happened. So I have it pretty much all the way out on both sides because I'm a big girl, but even so, it fits on pretty easily, and I have space, I have extra room, but it fits very comfortably, no issues at all. And yeah, it's a little small on a big person, but it's a backpack purse, and I don't often put the purse on like that. I more often will carry it on one shoulder or the other, but it just gives you that option for those days when you really, really, really want to be hands-free. But maybe you don't want it around your hips or crossbody. It just gives you another option, and it was a great price. Anyway, no justification required. I'm just sharing why. But let's talk about the features of Jujube. This is from the Legacy collection, for what that's worth. Teflon fabric protector helps repel stains. Aegon treatment protects the lining by inhibiting the growth of odor-causing bacteria, mold, and mildew. All very important, no matter where you live. Custom metal hardware, strong and sturdy, not to mention cute. Okay. Light colored linings. That is definitely a factor because nobody wants a black hole bag, right? Like you want to see what's in it. Magnets, quiet and won't snag your sweater. Yeah, that's important. Machine washable. Huge, especially in a COVID world. So it's already got some protection. It's very wipeable. It's waterproof. It's washable. You can put it in the laundry, put some sanitizer in there. You're protected. Smart pockets and PVC free. So, great. Active Aegon. Rest assured it's clean, it's fresh, it's trusted. Dual action odor management system. Okay. It also has quiescent lava to capture odors. I didn't know that. That's new. Okay. I mean, it's not new. It's new to me. Okay. I don't know if all the bags have that, but I guess that it's inside somehow. So that is the MiniBe in Duchess. And in the same pattern, Duchess, here is a fuel cell. This has a handle on top with one clasp. So you can put it around things and hook it on. You can, just whatever. Or it's just a top carry handle. It does have a little bit of insulation. So padding or insulation. It could be used as a lunch bag. You could use it to keep your drinks and snacks warm or cool if it's, like I live in Arizona. So I would put my insulated water bottle inside an insulated pouch, and then I could leave it in the truck and it would still be drinkable and not boiling hot when I come back to it. So things like that. But definitely a great organization pouch as well for like a bigger backpack. I don't think I would use it with my MiniBe. That's like almost as big as the bag itself. But for the bigger backpacks, for sure I would. And I've been on a dot kick lately. Dots, heather grays, denims. I don't know why, I'm always purple. So anyway, I'm having fun with it. Reminds me, it's a happy pattern for me, like Minnie and Mickey, and just sort of a classic. Yeah, so Legacy Collection is appropriately named, I think. There is much more in the Legacy Collection, but anyway. The inside of this bag, it does have a double zipper, and it has that same interior we just saw, so that nice, very wipeable, slicky, I want to say that's like a bronze color to me. And it's just a pocket. So it's a cylinder-shaped pouch. It does have a clear zip pocket on the top, so clear plastic. Let's see if that's all the way through. Yeah, so it's clear plastic. Very wipeable, yeah. So great little bag for like day trips and outings and hiking and whatever. Okay, So MiniBes, I got 3 of them. So these ones came from Jujube. Jujube had some great sale items. This is Prism Rose. I do have a mini or micro tech case in this, which I bought to hold planners. It's too small for my tablet. Anyways, so I got this one, and this one has a light pink, a very pale pink interior, and it has pink and orange. I don't know if you're gonna see it very well, but black background with like pink and orange in the design on it, but it's very subtle, and so it looks just very classic with these rose gold accents on the fittings. So inside again is just like the other one, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but yeah, there you go, pretty pink. And again, I'm not a huge pink person, but I totally love it on the inside. It's just very light, so you can see everything. And this pocket had a weird crease in it when I got it, so I'm doing some retraining on the shape of it to get that fold at the top of it, you know, but it retrains pretty easily. So that's good. And then the fittings on this one are rose gold. So the additional piece I talked about, I do have, like I got them, I don't know, 10 of them on Amazon for like $10 or $8, I don't know. Something not expensive. But I got silver fittings, or silver colored. So rose gold and gold. I probably will still use the silver fittings just because I don't need to buy 5 different colors of them. Then again, I don't know. But here it is again, the MiniBe, and this one is in gray matter. This is actually a gender neutral pattern and color. This is kind of like, if you're a lug nut and you know the heather gray, how it has that sort of fabric feel to it, even though it's still wipeable, it's still very much lug. I would say the same about this gray matter. It has a lot more texture to it. Like it looks like a fabric and feels kind of like a fabric, but it very clearly has that like waterproofed feel as well, sort of behind it, if you will. But this has all black fittings, as you can see, black zipper pulls, black plate, black fittings on the back, everything. Very cool. And then inside, the pattern is really cool. It is still gender neutral all the way through, but it has this sort of like matrix, you can see it down here, like this sort of matrix gray, sort of like a laser etching look to it. I don't know, I think it's cool. But yeah, like I said, gender neutral, not that it has to be, I don't frankly care, but I think all of my heather gray accessories will match with this pretty well. This is a little bit darker, but that's okay. Also, I have the B set in gray matter. So that's all I have, that's all I need really for this, but it is also retired, so that's how I got a good price. And the last item I got, I have to look at the retail price, but it was like way cheap. And then there was a discount on that. So I paid about $75, and I'll put in the remarks below what the MSRP on this item was. But this item is a backpack from the Forever collection. It's a vegan leather, and it's in olive color. Now, if you watch my channel or you paid attention at all, I have to admit, I mean, I was in the military a total of 24 years, if you count 4 years at the academy. So camos, it's just not my thing. I think they're great, they're fine, but I'm kind of over the whole camo thing. I've lived my life in camo, honestly. So they're fine. I would say the same about olives. Olive, it's just like army green, you know. I have nothing against the army. I spent my whole Air Force career supporting them, but anyways. So perspective check, that is not something I would normally gravitate to. But I thought that this leather, I mean, it actually looks pretty good. It's a subtle olive, if you will, sort of a darker shade with black. I just think it looks really classy, honestly. So I thought that it was a neutral worth adding to my collection, and it was the only color available in this backpack, which is, like I said, it's long retired style. So yeah. Then I did buy, in the same order on Amazon, I bought a B set, which was supposed to be this same vegan leather B sets, because they do have those. And it was in olive, so I was like, well, that's a perfect match. That's as deep as my olive collection will go. But I thought it was perfect accessory for a big bag, because we'll get into it, but it's a big bag, and it needs some internal organization in addition to what it has, which is a lot. But anyways, the order came, and what was sent to me was the olive chromatics, which is like the fabric one, the regular B set. Not what I wanted. I wanted the leather looking one, so I sent it back. And I paid for the leather looking one, so I want that. So I don't know. I'll figure that out. But Yeah, buyer beware, as always, on the third-party sites. But that being said, it wasn't available from Jujube, so it's hit or miss, and I may find it, I may not, but I certainly have plenty of other pouches to use with it and whatnot, so whatever. But there you go. So let's look at this bag. So it is a vegan leather. Let's see what it says. Smart bags for smart people. Tons of smart pockets, light colored linings, metal hardware, sturdy and strong. Yeah, that's all it says. It doesn't say anything about the vegan leather. That's okay. But let's go top to bottom. So on top, you have your zipper across the top, which actually is a pretty big pocket. It is soft lined, and it goes down to right about here is where my fingers are, and all the way across. So pretty big pocket. Certainly big enough for your sunglasses, your phone, things like that. And it is, like I said, soft lined. What I don't like about it is that it's not tacked down inside. And having said that, I also do like that about it, because if you like drip crumbs in there or something, you can just flip it inside out, dump it out, and put it back in. But for me, crummy things aren't really what I would put in there anyhow, so I kind of would rather it be tacked down so the lining isn't pulling out every time I pull things out. You know, I don't know, I just like it. Anyway, so that's what I think about that, but it's a great pocket. And then you have the main pocket right here, which we're going to skip right on by and save that for last, but it's unzipped. So it has this like flap closure. And then you have the front pocket, which is just a straight across. It's just a pocket. There is no organization in there, but you can see that it has a pretty good gusset to it. So pretty good space, very usable pocket. And you also have the hood space, and it opens up pretty nicely so you can get into it. No organization, but it does have a key leash. It's not bungee, but just a leash and a clip with a quick release thing on it. So that is nice. You can hook your little small set piece, or hook up your little wallet, or hook up your keys, whatever, and then just toss it in the pocket, but you can always find it real easy. Just loop it out like that. So whatever, it's nice. And you got a glimpse of the light colored interior, which we'll come back to, but let's look at the side pockets. First of all, before you even get to the pocket, you do have a crossbody strap option. It does not come with that strap, but you could take any strap that you have and use it that way. I'm not sure that I would spend any real-time crossbody because it's kind of big, but you could. It's, yeah. And it's black, so if you're not using it, it's not really getting in the way of anything. It has two big side pockets. You can see the gussets on these. I mean, they have a good amount of space to them. It's a magnetic flap closure, which I like. So I feel more comfortable in a pocket like this. I could put keys or a snack bar, something, and it's not just going to fall out if my bag tips over. That being said, this bag isn't going to tip very well. It's got some structure to it just by virtue of the materials and whatnot. And it has feet on the bottom. So it's wipeable, even though it doesn't have a plastic covering. It has feet. So awesome. So I'm not as worried. Now, these pockets, let's do this side because the tag's not in the way. They are the same on both sides, and there's your interior lining again. It's very light colored. So I have all these water bottles that I did in the last video. So here's a Vera Bradley water bottle, retail side, and let's see if it fits. It actually does not. It's too big. So let's look at the Lug Chuggy. This is the 16 ounce in Peacock Multi, and let's see. Ooh. It does fit. I mean, it took just a little bit past the lip there, but that actually fits really well. If you use the 12 ounce Chuggy, which is a little bit shorter, this would probably close over the top, but this is the taller one. And that actually fits really nicely. It's just skinny enough. This is the factory style one, but it's the same diameter as the retail one, so that one won't fit. The newer Chuggy, this one is 18.5 ounces, but it's thicker around. I'm guessing this will not fit because it's kind of like the Vera Bradley one. Oh yeah, it's wider. Yeah, it's wider. So that's not gonna work. Which means this is my Harry Potter snack tower from Whiskaware. That's not gonna work either because that is as wide or whatever. But then I have this one. This one is from Go Stack, S-T-A-K. I got it on Amazon, but this is great. I've taken it everywhere these days, it seems like. But this one is skinny, and so it will fit very nicely in that pocket. And oh wow, it's just the right height. Not quite to closure, but that's fine. So I could have a water bottle on one side and a snack tower on the other, or this would be a perfect place for your sunglasses. With that, again, with that coverage, I'd put my padded sunglass case right in there. That would fit very nicely. You really don't even have to have a padded case because it has some protection there. Not really padded, but okay. So 2 great size side pockets. On the back, you don't have a carrying strap, but you do have this hidden little piece right here. See that? It's sewn in there, but it's a little thing, so it's actually kind of a hidden handle. So you can grab that and hold your bag as well, just like you would if it was a looped handle somehow. That's cool. I've never seen that. And then also, these straps are ergonomically shaped, so you can see that, so I think they're a pretty comfortable fit. It does have those same fittings. Here, let me uncover this, sorry. Oh no, it's different. This is a better fitting. This, I think, I guess that's what you get what you pay for. You know, you're getting a leather bag, it's a higher end type item. So you have different fittings. Okay, that little thing. Yeah, so it's kind of like a normal fitting, and they'll loop through. These are seatbelty straps on here, but you know, I haven't tried this on. Let me just give it a whirl. I'm gonna put it out to all the way out because I just tend to like them loose, and also I'm big. So let's see how far that takes us with this. So pretty easy to adjust. Let's see. Oh yeah, hello, so big. Oh, that's a lot of room. That is a great backpack right there. So very comfortable. I feel like, I mean, I didn't weigh it down, but I feel like it would carry well, even weighted. And because it's a big bag, you could put a lot of weight in there, I'm just saying. But yeah, so I would definitely tighten those straps down, but I have one more zipper cover to get off of here. Sorry, I missed it when I was unwrapping the bag. I'll have to get that later. Okay, but there is a laptop compartment, if you will. So there you go. Also can be used very nicely for your changing pad. Now, if you don't have a baby and you don't need a changing pad, this one is like the Tempur-Pedic one, memory foam type thing. These are great for so many other things, like a picnic mat, a craft thing, whatever. You can put it down and put your bag on it to protect your bag. I mean, you know, so many things you could use these for. I generally take them out of the bag when I'm using a bag, but I do store them together. You never know. I mean, so many things. You also could take these in some of the more fun patterns and use them to make custom pouches and other things. And if you're not skilled in that way, there are like Etsy people that will do that for you. Anyway, lots of things. It's not going to go to waste in any case. But that's a nice, like, sort of hidden zipper or sort of a secret pocket you could use for a lot of things. And then let's look at the inside finally. Finally got to the inside. Really nice Jujube inlay. That is metal, and it just is, I don't know, it's really classy level here. Inside, so this is, it's like that leather in that pocket. So if you have things in this pocket, it may inhibit your accessibility a little bit because, like, for me, I want to bend that over to really open it up. But if I had things in that pocket, you wouldn't be able to do that. So just word to the wise, if you're going to pack it, pack that pocket last. Commonsensically, you probably would anyway, but just what I think about it. Oops. It does come with a dust bag. That's pretty cool, and that to me says something about the level as well. And it's a nice big dust bag. It doesn't say Jujube on it or anything, like the Vera one says Vera Bradley, and it doesn't matter. It's just nice to have that protection, especially if you're storing it someplace with a lot of dust or whatnot. All right, back to the inside here. We got a very light colored interior, super good. And this is packed with organization. So even though I would still use pouches with it, you have one big slip here in the back. It does go all the way to the bottom. So you could put a laptop or an iPad here. Like if you want to put your iPad here and your laptop in the back, or vice versa, or whatever. Or your changing pad in one and your iPad in the other, however you want it to work it. What is this? A little sticker. Anti-mold chip. Do not eat. Okay. I've never seen that before. Okay. All right, but then below that, you have these two slip pockets, and they are gusseted, so they have a pretty good give. You could easily fit a small set piece in each of those. Maybe a medium too, because they'll stick up above it, but that's okay. In the front, On the front wall, you have another slip cargo pocket. This is a different material, kind of that wipeable material, and elastic on the top. It runs the full width and the bottom half of the bag there. So that's another thing. And on each side, both sides, you have two elastic cargo pockets, one low and one high. So you could fit so many things in there, like hand sanitizer, masks, all your quick accessible things that as soon as you open that up, they're right there on the top. They're not buried in the bottom of the bag. You could stick a set piece in there. You could, yeah, your zip ID, or yeah, your small wallet, you know, so many things. So just great. I think this bag has so much to offer. I'm really excited that I got it. I have a million backpacks, but I don't have a single one like this. So that's cool. And I mean, it's olive, and that's okay. I'm actually still in love with it. So yay, that was a very good find for me. Yeah, and these zippers are not quite as smooth as your regular Jujube zippers, which are really, that's one of the things I love about Jujube is those smooth zippers and nice fittings. This does have very nice fittings, but the zippers are kind of along the lines of that awful metal zipper from Vera that I dislike so much, but not as bad, and it's the right color and the right style for the bag. So it's something that you just have to accept sometimes, but it is not my preference. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. These ones, they're just a little bit not quite as smooth, but they work fine. Yeah, so that is I think it's called the Forever Backpack. Yeah, that's all I can tell. From the Ever collection. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you're doing great. I look forward to talking to you again soon, and I hope you keep your requests coming because we have some great recommendations coming your way. Bye for now. Washi washi.